Hey everybody, I know this video is going to reach the right people, so here it is. First off, I want to give all the glory and praise to Jesus. He saved my life. He pulled me out of addiction, pulled me away from gangbanging, sexual immorality, all of it. I mean, it's like Paul said, of the sinners, I'm the worst. He saved me from everything. That's all I can say. And I want to say to those who may be on the fence or maybe curious about God and about Jesus. And so, anyway, the thing is this. I was living a hopeless life, relapse after relapse after relapse, night after night, in tears. Like my life was hopeless for a lot of years. I spent a lot of years with a needle in my arm, just feeling like I wanted to die. Every relapse, I would pray to God, like, take this from me, please, Lord. Little did I know He was already at work. I just kept getting in my own way. Anyway, I'm clean today. I get my year sober and clean here in a couple weeks. I'm married. I'm free. No longer in federal prison, no longer in state prison, no longer in the dope game. I'm happy. I got my peace back. Got my joy back. I got countless blessings. I just want to let everybody know, there's a lot of people that give God a bad name, talking about how He's wrathful and how He lets all this stuff go on planet Earth. It's unfair, unjust. Well, the fact is, we live in a fallen world. We all inherited the sin identity through Adam. It's in our blood as humans, right? So Adam came and committed the first sin, him and Eve. Well, the second Adam came, which is Jesus, and He lived the perfect life, which we couldn't. Yahweh, the God, put on humanity to relate to us, to come and show us how to live. He lived the perfect example and died the most terrible death to set the universal debt right so that we could be in God's presence again. They beat Him so bad he was unrecognizable. His back was exposed. He had a crown of thorns that covered his head, that they pierced his head so bad that they entered his brain. Literally, it says He was unrecognizable. Anyway, God's nothing but love. Jesus is nothing but love, and He is the way, the truth, and the life. The only way to God is through Jesus. If you're a sinner and you don't want to get clean, you don't want to quit sinning, you don't want to quit using drugs, then keep on sinning if you're going to half-step it. But if you want hope, if you want a new life, Jesus is truly the way. Amen.